Chapter 4. Using cross-selling activities is a better way to get more sales after the sale. Quote, customer service should not be a department. It should be the entire company. Tony Hsieh. Dear reader, you'll be sorry if you miss this chapter regarding tips and techniques to get more and better sales. Honest. No jokes. Here is the blast. Believe me, product with the perfect add-on can improve a customer's experience. Period. For instance, try to suggest a pouring spout for that Italian olive oil, a handcrafted dipper for a jar of acacia honey, or a wireless controller with a new gaming system. Warranties or special maintenance services can also optimize the experience. Plus, you can incentivize with real-time gifts, too. If you have customers waiting for appointments or shopping on site, offer complimentary Wi-Fi or soft drinks to improve their visit. On the other hand, don't think of cross-sell as a dirty word. When done right, it helps your customers to fully enjoy your products and ensures they're getting their money's worth. Logically, we now proceed to define what is a cross-sell. In simple terms, to cross-sell is to sell related or complementary products to a customer. Cross-selling is one of the most effective methods of marketing. To elaborate in layman's terms, cross-selling is really the practice of marketing additional products to existing customers, often practiced in the financial services industry. Care needs to be taken to do this correctly in order to stay clear of regulators and protect the client's best interests. Sales professionals, who simply make referrals in order to receive additional incentives, may find themselves on the receiving end of customer complaints and disciplinary action. Hold on a minute, you might ask, how cross-selling works. Believe it or not, actually cross-selling to existing clients is one of the primary methods of generating new revenue for many businesses, including financial advisors. This is perhaps one of the easiest ways to grow their business, as they have already established a relationship with the client and are familiar with their needs and objectives. However, salesperson need to be careful when they use this strategy. A money manager who cross-sells a mutual fund that invests in a different sector can be a good way for the client to diversify their portfolio. Nevertheless, a salesperson who tries to sell a client a mortgage or other product that is outside the salesman's scope of knowledge can be a disservice to a customer and damage the business relationship. Believable? You bet it is. Make no mistakes, when done efficiently, cross-selling can translate into significant profits for stockbrokers, insurance agents, and financial planners. You may be interested to know how to become proficient at cross-selling. To elaborate, advisors or salesperson who cross-sell financial products or services need to be thoroughly familiar with the products that they are selling. A sales professional who primarily sells mutual funds will need substantial additional training if they are assigned to start selling mortgages to clients. A simple referral to another department that actually sells and processes the mortgage may lead to situations where referrals are made whether they are needed or not, as the broker or salesman may not understand when the client really needs this service but is only motivated to earn a referral fee. Plus, such person need to know how and when the additional product or service fits into their client's financial picture so that they can make a more effective referral and stay compliant with suitability standards. In addition to understanding financial products, advisors need to understand the assortment of products their company can provide. Imagine a new staff member joining a firm, interacting with clients but not knowing the full extent of advisory services the company is capable of. In this example, the new hire needs to become familiarized with the company to become more proficient at recognizing opportunities to cross-sell. Bear in mind, cross-selling is a form of sales tactic whereby customers are enticed to buy items related or complementary to what they purchased. Cross-selling is not just offering customers other products to purchase, it requires skill. To have a balance, it is good to know the advantages and disadvantages of cross-selling. The business person must understand consumer behaviors and needs, and complementary products fulfill those needs and add value. Still, on the positive side, those customers who purchase from brands they trust and have had positive experiences with. Therefore, it becomes easier to sell to an existing customer than to a new one. Existing customers are more likely to purchase products that relate to or complement what they already purchased. As consumers begin to use more of a company's products, they become increasingly loyal to the brand. On the other hand, cross-selling can have adverse effects on customer loyalty. If done incorrectly, it can appear as a pushy, self-seeking sales tactic. This is evident when a salesperson aggressively tries to sell a related product or attempts to sell without understanding the customer's need for it. Not only does this affect the sale, but it also negatively affects the brand's reputation. What is more, cross-selling to the wrong type of customer could be counterproductive. Some customers have high service demands, and the more products they buy, the more service they command. As their service demands increase, so do the costs associated with providing those services. Lastly, some customers habitually return or exchange products. When cross-selling to this segment, profits are not realized initially, their purchases generate substantial revenues. However, they often return or default of payments, costing the company more than what the customer generated in revenues. You might ask, how can you increase your cross-selling effectiveness? Frankly, you don't need to be rocket scientist to increase its effectiveness. In fact, there are several strategies you can employ to make cross-selling effective. Consider using an email drip campaign to periodically introduce complementary products and services. Do wait until you have developed a relationship and have proven success with the customer. Make sure your products and services are aligned to the needs and goals of the customer. Offering something that serves no purpose is counterproductive and can detract from customer satisfaction. Still on the same subject, we must be thoroughly familiar the do's and don'ts of cross-selling. Alright. To do it rightly, in cross-selling, consider your loyal customers who are more likely to purchase again. Build campaigns focusing on satisfied customers and promote additional products to them. Train associates to recognize satisfied customers and assess their needs. On the other hand, don't assume that customers are aware of your other offerings. Educate them, and help them understand how those products can deliver value. When speaking to a customer, do so in a personable manner, otherwise, it comes across as a sales pitch. Lastly, avoid unhappy customers as it can further the divide between them and your brand. Some last few words on matters whether cross-selling is ethical or not. Generally, it is often accepted that cross-selling is definite a valid and ethical business practice to bring in more business. Cross-selling isn't meant to trick a customer, it is meant to inform them of alternative goods that may fit a different need. It's simply good business practice if we discuss winter coat sales with a sporting enthusiast who is out shopping for new skis. In conclusion, on this chapter on cross-selling activities is a mean whereby there is sales continuity. And more sales. Here are keys point that demand repeating. Alright. In the meantime, do take careful note that its importance cannot be overrated. Just for the simple truth that such activities can sometimes make or break the salesperson's long-term sales career. True. Jokes aside. Hence, to recap, be reminded that cross-selling is a sales tactic that, if done well, can increase a company's bottom line and customer loyalty. As mentioned, if done poorly, it can erode profits, create dissatisfied customers, and damage a company's reputation. Regardless of how you cross-sell, it can be an effective tool to increase revenues and care for a customer's unmet needs. Just to reinforce what is written and as a reward for reading up till now, here is an excellent quote by Ken Blanchard. He is an American author, business consultant and motivational speaker. He says, "Just having satisfied customers isn't good enough anymore. If you really want a booming business, you have to create raving fans. That's fine, isn't it?" End of chapter.